Welcome to Game of the Day, where I randomize a date and play a game that came out on that same day. Today we're starting with 2003 for the year and February 9th for the date. There are only 4 games that came out on today's date, but the one the wheel magically landed on was Vex. Vex follows our main character of the same name who goes on a journey to free his people and avenge his grandfather after he is sent to eternal torment by a conqueror named Dark Yabu. To start his quest though, he gets a weapon called War Talons that allow him to slash through anyone that stands in his way. You start at a main hub that's connected to different lands that are locked by different Wraithheart amounts. Wraithheart are collectibles you gather throughout different worlds by fighting bosses, solving puzzles, playing mini games, with some other ways to obtain them as well. One guaranteed way to get a Wraithheart though is by collecting 100 shards to a heart that are scattered across the map. There's different riddles to figure out on how to get hearts, and the more you get, the further you can progress. The gameplay though features the ability to do different attacks such as aerials, combos, and ground pounds, while featuring some platform mechanics like jumping, climbing, and swimming. There was also the ability to enter a frenzy mode when your special meter was filled all the way up, and you could wear different suits that give you different special abilities for a short amount of time. On paper, all those things seem amazing, but the game had some drastic pitfalls, mainly dealing with the lighting and the camera. The game featured a day-night cycle, and sometimes at night or in dark areas it felt impossible to see what was in front of you even with my screen brightness turned all the way up. The camera had inverted controls which weren't changeable, but it also constantly gets stuck on objects that were on the screen, which would lock you in position and made simple things like turning around a headache. One other small critique I had was whenever you collected a Wraith Heart in a level, you were immediately teleported back to the hub opposed to remaining there to look for the rest of them. So while the game was relatively fun when I wasn't fighting the camera, was filled with neat secrets, and it did have its fair share of cool features such as attempting seamless traversal between the hub and worlds, as well as there were some journal pages to collect for more backstory on the lore, kinda fell short of games it possibly took inspiration from like Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter, so all in all I'd have to give this game an unfortunate hex out of 10. Make sure to follow and leave a comment what you would rate this game alongside other games you hope to see in the future on the series, and I'll see you guys in the next one.